All right. Welcome to our Tuesday call. Thank you guys for being on. Thank you for changing up your schedule to be able to meet on Tuesdays now. I really appreciate that. I have a lot of kids' activities going on in my life right now that I just kind of have to work around. So I appreciate you so much. And it is still super sunny and bright outside, which I am just loving this sweat. Like, I know it's like probably 9 p.m. where most of you are, but oh my gosh. Okay. So tonight we're going to do some social media audits and just kind of chit chat about social media, any questions that come up. So me and Javen really want to, kind of give you guys some really good tips that maybe you can change up on your social media as we are auditing other social media profiles. It might give you some ideas for your own. So just take that in account also as we're kind of talking about some things, but we have to remember social media is our storefront. And so if we're not active on our social media, if we're not posting, if we're not showing who we are and being authentic and true and genuine and sharing our journey, then the behind the scenes invites and the actual work that it takes to grow our business is just not going to be as productive because they're not going to have the trust and belief in us. So before we go into audits though, Miss Lori was going to talk. Do you want to introduce her, Javen, or say anything?
Oh, she doesn't need an introduction.
I didn't know.
This is Lori, who has been a coach for 5 weeks, is going diamond Friday or Thursday, just crushing it. You are. I'm just super proud of her. She's just jumped all in, gone all in, and I'm so proud of her. So she's just going to share a little bit of what she's been doing and how she's seen success so quickly. Being a mom of several, full-time teacher, just all the things. So share with us your best tips. Just take it away, Lori.
Well, okay. Like Javen said, I am a 45-year-old mom of 3, 2 boys in the military, and my daughter is at ETSU, and she has dared the dream of changing her major to early childhood against my wishes. I'm an amazing husband who supports me in all of my crazy ideas that come through my head. But I watched Javen from day one and jumped in, jumped out, jumped in, jumped out, finally pushed the button October 27th, as we have just most recently remembered that it was October 27th. And I was interested in coaching, but I wasn't willing to take the leap of faith until I knew that I have to stand behind a product. I have to stand behind an idea. I have to stand behind a product. So no matter what, I feel like I have to invest myself. And that was first that I felt I needed to do. So with that in mind, January the 8th, I was super excited. I finished the 21-day fix and I was excited about my results. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to share. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to share. And it took a month of me being consistent and sharing to convince the people in my warm market, because I hadn't really learned how to work the cold market yet. I've just recently started cold market. So it took me a month to convince my warm market that I was genuine. I believed in my product and I was willing to put my product out on my storefront, as opposed to the other things that I had put out on my storefront. So things didn't really start rolling for me until Team Cup. And I'll tell you what happened in Team Cup. Is Lakin on? Is Lakin in here tonight? Lakin is what changed my team front. I wasn't sure to go about the process, and I was just, it was all new, and it was just all steamrolling, and things were happening, and people were sending me messages, and I was like, oh, this is too much. What have I gotten into? And I was like, okay. And I was offering the idea of coach to people, and they were just like, yeah, no, no. So then I went back to kind of, okay, how did Javen talk me into this? What was it? And it was about the product and the discount. And so Lakin shared with me kind of an approach she had, and it's the approach that I took. And basically what I do and how I'm seeing success is when I talk to someone I don't really use the word coach. When I can tell they're not, when they don't approach me about coaching, or when I don't, which I've just recently started doing, was like, hey girl, you are an influencer and I need you on my teams, which has been my new approach to cold markets. But when people were approaching me in my warm market, it's been more of a, hey, listen, this is how I'm going to sign you up. I'm going to sign you up as a discount coach or a VIP customer. And you're going to see all this lingo and all this jargon, but hang in here with me. And I let people know that they're going to get their product, they're going to love it, and they're going to want to order more. And so why not go ahead and sign up to get the coach discount now, as opposed to we're going to have to go through, submitting a form and doing this and doing that. Let's just go ahead and do it now. And then I commit to them, and it's in my book, and I also set reminders in my phone. I commit to them that in 2 weeks after we've made the initial sign up, I reach out to them and I say, how's your shakes? How's your Energize? How's your Recover? Whatever product that they invested in. How's it going? What do you need? And sometimes it's, these shakes, blah, blah, and I'm try a different recipe. So we work around that. I make sure that it works. And if it's working for them, then I'm like, oh, aren't you glad? Because now when you reorder, try the cafe latte or try the fruit punch instead of the lemonade, and they're ready to reorder. So I've locked them in for the next month. Because they've got that discount. And I also remind people, and a way I push the discount is, your Shakeology is $130. Believe me, I freaked out the first time Javen ever sent me a share cart. Your Shakeology is $130. As a coach, it's $99. Now that's a $30 difference. Okay, the teacher in me, the $30 difference. If you're paying $15 to be a discount coach, you're at least still saving $15 more. And I use the word at least, saving $15 more. So it's worth the $15 investment. You spend $15, you save $15. You're still going to save money. Still not going to be that $130. So that's just a little plug I stick in. I don't make it real wordy. I just plug it in, because you make it real wordy and they're going to get lost. They're going to be like, what did she just tell me? I'm so confused. And then they freak out and they're like, no, I'll just wait. So that's honestly why I'm sitting where I'm sitting right now, is because it's kind of a non-negotiable in my business. It's a non-negotiable for me. And I put it out there. And then if I get negative feedback, then I'm like, hey, that's cool. We can do this. And if you love it, we'll just submit a form. We'll get it changed over. It's no big deal. For me, I'm just willing to take that chance with them, because I'm willing, like I said, to follow up with them in 2 weeks to see where they are with the products and how they like it. And then I'm willing to get up with them again right before they auto ship and say, okay, you're going to auto ship next week, or you're going to auto ship 2 days from now. Are you in? Are you good? Can I do anything for you? And the feedback that I've gotten from that, and I don't know if it's because I'm committing to them and I'm investing in them, is, I'm good. I'm at least good for another month. I'll take this discount for at least another month. And if they're doing the product for 2 months, they're going to do the product for 3 months, for 4 months, for 6 months. So it's just, honestly, it's investing in your people that you're signing up and letting them know what kind of deal they're going to get. And that's how I'm getting coaches to sign up. That's what I have for you tonight.
And you're also how are your clients coming? Because you're doing what? I'm trying to, the teacher in me, I'm trying to get it out.
It's okay, because I really wasn't sure what all to share and when too much was too much. Because
you hit Success Club 22 even more, because you got your kids, some people too. So, how you've, in 5 weeks, I think I tallied it up, you've already changed 18 lives. So not all those have become coaches. So where are your clients also coming from? And I know the answer. I'm just trying to get it out of you.
Well, it's my warm market. It's
no,
my warm
market. What are you doing physically?
Oh, well, I'm showing up here. Javen, just say it. Come on. I don't teach little kids anymore. I'm showing up every day, and I'm working out every day. And even today or the other day when I couldn't work out, I laid in my bed and I was real with people, and I was like, you guys, my team has reached out to me. My friends have reached out to me. My customers have reached out to me. And I just thanked them. I just got online and just, instead of thanking everybody back in a text. I was just like, what love? Thank you for showing me love. And so you just got to be sincere, and you just got to show up every day and you share, but change it up. It's not always just you on your phone and here I am saying something. It's your workouts. It's your product, your Shakeology. Open up your I'm getting my box tomorrow. I'm going to do a video of me opening my box, even though I've already done that before, but I do show my workouts every day. So if they're tired of it, they'll go like this. That's what they'll do. And that's me weeding my garden out. If they unfollow me, my garden is getting weeded. I don't have to weed it out myself. So I've quit worrying about the no's. I've quit worried about the rejections. This is who I am. This is what I enjoy doing. And I'm going to let people know about it. And if they aren't interested, then they will stop looking at my stories, and they will stop liking my stories, and I will stop reaching out to them because they've liked my stories. It's that simple.
Yeah.
It's just,
it really is simple. But I mean, like, you've gotten amazing physical results since October 27th. And that's another huge thing. It's just, you are committed to your physical journey as well. And I think that's so easy to forget, whether we're a new coach or whether we're a veteran and we've been doing it for a while. Like, the most important thing you can do for your business is be yourself, stay consistent, and get results in your own physical and mental journey.
for my
Because
girls,
that is what coaching is. It is sharing your journey and inspiring others to do the same. Okay. And inviting them to join it with you. And you've just been a great example of, like, doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter, your job. It doesn't matter, what phase of life you're in. Like, literally, if you do the things that is going to find you success in your business, you have success. It
and
just,
you can't limit and we hear this all the time. You can't compare yourself. I can't compare myself to Javen. I mean, I wish I was still in my 20s and rocking it all day long and dancing like Jenna. I used to dance like Jenna. I used to move like that. Now I move like that and have to go see a chiropractor. But you can't be afraid. Like, share your results. You stepped out into this coaching world, and you want to stand behind this business. You can't body shame yourself and say, "Oh, I could never post my flabby stomach on social media." Yeah, girl, you can. Because am I where I want to be? No, I am not. I am 100% not where I want to be. I got my new bathing suit in the mail today. I'm going to, and it's rocking. Everybody on social media picked it, and I'm going to post a picture of me in that bathing suit when I'm done and say,
Yep.
you picked it, I'm wearing it.
No,
But
you take one now and then you take one then.
yes, I will do that. But like, my friend who is a coach, she's not on here tonight, I won't sell her out, sent me pictures of just her 3-week result. And I said, you really should share this. And she's like, oh my gosh, no, I can't. And she was getting all anxious on me. And I said, did you want a paycheck this week? She's like, yeah. And I said, post those. And as soon as she posted it, and she called me crying, and I know those days, Javen, and I was like, you did it. You're fine. She had people blowing her up. What are you doing? And was she all ripped and cut and standing there in a bikini? No, she was not. She was in a pair of blue jeans and showed from her chest down. She didn't have to show her face, but people knew it was her results. So it's just, you don't be afraid of the no's. Don't be afraid to be consistent, and don't be afraid of your results. Stop comparing yourself and stop body shaming. That's why we all joined in and band together anyway. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Put yourself out there, because the more you do, the more real you are.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question, Lori. I feel like this should be just like you should be the speaker of this call. But, going back to like talking about rank, you're basically diamond, right? Do you have business coaches that are working that have gotten to emerald to help you get to diamond, or have you built coaches yourself to emerald in order to help your diamond rank?
I have built coaches myself. However, I have another coach who's about to hit emerald on her own.
Okay.
So,
I'm curious.
yes.
Because I think that's important to know. Like, if you're going for rank, that you can control the controllable, and you can control your controlled account to Emerald in order to help you rank advance. And I feel like that's something that you might have done, or if you've just magically gotten business
to my advantage, because I'm ordering all these products already. So I don't remember who I learned this, but I get my Shakeology under myself and my performance under my controlled account.
Right.
Performance stack, because you got to take care of yourself. So that's how I keep the ball rolling so far.
Right.
So far, that's how I keep the ball rolling. But I tend to build emeralds who keep their own ball rolling, and diamonds.
I want to say something too about Lori. Not only do sticking with your fitness program, taking care of yourself, and sharing about it and being bold about it, not only will that help your business, but if you haven't noticed, just when she has been talking for the last 10 minutes, her confidence is 110,000%. She's like, girl, you're doing this discount because I know that you're going to love it, because you got to do it, because you're going to save $15. And as your coach, that's what I want you to do. She's approaching her clients like she's the leader of their health and fitness. And people need that. People need the direction. They need the authority. They need to be told what to do, because if we leave it up to our clients all the time, most likely they're going to let fear, self-doubt, and any sort of excuse let that determine their decision for actually joining us or not. And Lori does not put up with anything. She has the confidence. She's putting herself out there. She's just like, oh, you don't like me? Okay, well, see ya, Felicia. Like, I'm going to go find somebody who does like me. And that's just how we kind of have to approach this business. Now, am I saying that all of our personalities should be this outgoing, bubbly, extroverted, confident person? No, I'm not saying that, because we're not all like that, and that's okay. But there has to be some level of confidence behind your business if you want to be successful as a coach. People can hear it in your messaging. If you are a little bit shy, or if you're a little uncertain of what you're offering them, they will sense it immediately and they will run really far away. Not to be mean, but they're just like, well, no, I don't believe what she's saying. She's not confident in it. I'm going to go find somebody who is, or I'm going to go find something else, because people thrive off of you being confident in what you're trying to talk about to people, and how, when you're confident, they see more of a value, and they feel more trust with you as a coach than versus somebody who's maybe not so confident. Now, if you're a brand new coach, I'm not saying that you have to be confident to be successful right now, but I am saying that confidence will come, but you have to put yourself out there now in order for the confidence to come. So you got to just do the things, and that will eventually come with ease. And so I guess I wanted just to say something about the confidence aspect. Yes, we can go through all the, yes, get a transformation. Yes, take care of yourself. Yes, do the business activities. Yes, do all these things. But if we don't have the confidence behind any of that, or the belief in our product and the belief in ourselves as a coach, nobody's going to believe us. Nobody's going to care about our transformation. Nobody's going to care about anything. So I think that's just something really important to remember when approaching your business, is having confidence. If you're a brand new coach and you don't know what the heck you're talking about, and you've just been drinking Shakeology for a week, and you're on day 5 of 21-day fix, be confident in it. What have you seen in those 5 days drinking Shakeology and staying on a fitness program for just 1 week? Pick out the small changes and be confident with those and run with it. Oh my gosh, my energy levels have been so amazing the last 3 days. And I've noticed that it's just because I've been moving my body and feeling it right. Like, those are the things that you can talk about with confidence and really pour belief and trust with your audience. So that's all I wanted to say.
It's like what Nicolette said last night. You don't have to tell your whole story at once. Section it out. And so if you're having a great week and you're just like, oh my gosh, y'all, I just started this program and I can't believe how much better my sleep is. I can't believe how much more willing I am to get up and do this, or I couldn't wait to get home and do this next workout. So like, if you're an early coach, but I think a lot of Javen, when you said what you said, if you're just this whole, if you're ho-hum about what you're doing. And I think about Javen, like in her faith, I want what she has. I want that joy. So, or I want that confidence. Somebody's going to look at you and say, I want what you've got, whatever that is, whether it's more energy, whether it's weight loss, whether it's confidence. Somebody out there wants what you have. And so don't be afraid to put it out there. Also, one other tip, and I promise I'll hush. Something I tried this week, and it's in my pocket. It hasn't come to fruition yet, but it's in my pocket. I have a girl that reached out to me and said, I want what you have. I want to do this. And I know that she is in a heavy network of girls. And I said, okay, friend, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do for you. And I made a little pocket deal with her. And I said, you show up with 2 of your friends, because she's a competitive person. So I'm playing on that competitive side. I don't want to say playing on it. I just know that I'm not, her accountability people, I can be an accountability person for her, but her accountability people are in her tight group. I said, bring 2 of your friends and I'm going to make this deal with you. And I made a deal with her, and we're in the process of sealing that deal. And so right there is a new girl that pops on with 2 of her friends because she's been challenged. And I said, this is commission for you. It will basically pay more than pay for what you're going to pay. And she's going to sign on to her friends, automatic emerald right there in your pocket. So find that girl that has that girl crew that's right there with her. She's an influencer. And so that's just keep that one in your pocket.
I love that. And then I'll say one last thing too. I keep thinking of things that you've said that were so good. When you were saying that you couldn't get out of bed one day, or you weren't or sick or something, I'm sorry. But you still showed up on your stories, explaining to people why you're not working out, why you're not feeling good. And that is still showing up. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we let these excuses of our life keep us from our business. Like, literally, you guys. So example for me, I was puking all day Sunday, 15 times. I couldn't move out of bed. I felt like knives were stabbing my whole entire body. I had to show up in my stories at least 3 times. I told myself 3 times. I'm literally going to show people that I'm sick in bed and watching Netflix. I'm going to post something funny. And that's probably all I got in me. But at least I did something so people know that I'm not just being a slacker on social media. People know, like, oh my gosh, she's basically dying because she hasn't posted 15 story slides yet today. So then guess what? I got so much support and love in my inbox with, how are you feeling? Are you okay? And that just makes you feel so loved, you know? And it's just like, wow, you know, we have the power to build this so huge community, not just health and fitness, but like friends and like people who actually care about you as a person, because you're just freaking real and you're down to earth and you're sharing so genuinely. And you start to just build this relationship with people that you had no idea you were building until, you know, something sparks their interest. But even if it's just being sick, or if it's talking about you're energized one day and they're just like, that's what I needed to hear. I need to try this, you know? So it just doesn't matter, you know, just show up every single day. When life is hard, show up, you know? I'm not saying when, you know what I mean. Anyways, okay, we should move on because I could talk about this forever. So we're going to go over some social media stuff. We probably won't be able to do everybody, but we'll see how far we can get. Are there any volunteers that are on this call right now that would like to go first? Any volunteers that want their social media audited? Like, can you just raise your hands if you want it audited tonight? Literally, okay, thank you, Katie. Like, Lori cannot be the only one in here. Okay, so Lori, Katie, Tyrianne, anybody else? Sade, yes, I see you. Did I miss anybody? Lori, I see you. I'm just writing down names so we can pull them up. Javen, do you want to start pulling up?
Yeah, I pulled up your people that were on. So it was, right now I have pulled up Candace, Katie, Cherie, and Georgia.
Okay, perfect.
That was on when I pulled stuff up, but
okay.
I mean, you want me to start? Just do one and then you do one?
Can you start?
Yeah. Okay, I'll start with Katie since she raised her hand. I'm gonna have to screen share. Hold on. All right, and ignore all the tabs. Let's find you. Okay. All right. So, Katie, I know you're a newer coach, so I'm going to keep that in mind too. But just looking straight at your Instagram profile right now, like I would not assume that you are a new coach at all. One, because I see right here that you have Instagram stories. I see that your highlights are all beautiful and like great things like adventures. I love like you have the DIY stuff too. So you also have fitness in what you do, but also like fun things too. So like even this highlight just right off the bat, I might change that and not have Shakeology, because that right there is telling people exactly like, oh, well, I'm just going to go research the word Shakeology and just buy a bag myself, instead of like saying superfoods or something that is that curiosity market that has them coming into your inboxes and asking what it is that you're drinking or eating. I love your profile, your bio right here. One thing that I might change is like, one thing that I've learned is that your bio should be about how you can help someone. Like if they come to your profile, like you say fiance, like in your first 9, look here, I see your fiance. So like I see that you have a man, like I see that you're taken, like you're not single. So like you could even take off that because you're going to show him in your feed. You say like a fitness coach. Well, I see right here that, yeah, you love fitness. Okay. So I don't even think that you need fitness coach. Maybe like, let's talk about this and change it up to like, what do you do? Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. So looking at your pictures, they're clean. Like you've got transformations, like you've got some food. Is this a recipe? Okay. So what I might have done here too is even like ask someone if they wanted the recipe. That way you could have conversations with them. So that would just be like one way, like when you share recipes, ask if people want it. So you can start those conversations. Okay, that's just a good.
I think the biggest thing for me is like making those long posts. Like I've been seeing like Lori's been crushing her pictures of her like reading her book on her swing, and they're really, really good. And then she's got like a story with the picture.
Yeah, and that's just going to come with, finding your story and like your journey and things like that. One thing is like this post was 6 days ago and you've only had one post since then.
Yeah.
So like you haven't even posted in 4 days. So worst comes to worst, like posting 5 times a week would be my tip there, as far as posting. And they don't all have to be that long story drawn out like you're talking about. It can be little pieces of your story that you elaborate on, not just like, here, let me pour out my whole story to you in one post, because no one's going to read that, right? So, just thinking about going back and rewatching even the call Nicolette did last night and really figuring out like a pattern and a routine that works for you on what to share about. I'm going to look at your stories real quick too. Yeah, that was from Autumn Calabrese. Okay, are you a Kentucky fan? I won't hold that against you.
I'm not. I work for the Indiana University diving team. I'm a GA, and so we're at UK right now.
Oh. Okay, so we need more stories than just for a day too. I need to see more of your life, behind the scene things, than just your workout. And I don't want to overwhelm you, so that's like what I want to give you as a new coach. Like, let's clean up the bio, let's get posting more consistently, and let's show up in our stories a little bit more. Does that help?
Yep.
Awesome. All right, Jenna, your turn. Pick one.
Okay, I gotta get it pulled up because I didn't want to like get away from my screen with the recording. And I just gotta say, Katie is a freaking rock star because she's traveling and she's super busy and she works and she's about to go to school and she's about to leave the country and she's about like she just has like so much going on, and you're still showing up for your workouts and you're still showing up. Like that's a big deal. So I just wanted to say that as a new coach, like you're still consistent with all those things. I'm so proud of you. Okay, let me go find. I'm gonna start with sorry, I turned my page. I'm going to go to Corey because I did see she had her hand raised. Okay. I guess I should share my screen. Share my screen. I just had my Shakeology. I'm a little, I don't know. Okay, here we go. All right, there you are, Corey. Oh, when I come to your page, it's just so calm with your colors on your highlights. Like it makes me feel so peaceful. I don't know why, but I love that. I love the color scheme of your highlights. It's very tranquil. So I don't know if that's the vibe you're giving off, but that's how I feel. I feel like every single Instagram page has a feeling. And I think Nicolette was actually talking about that a little bit last night too. But you want to know like how you want your audience to feel when they come to your page. And I feel like it's just so peaceful. So I love that. Your bio, ditch the clutter and baby weight with me, weekly organized. I love that. Okay, so that is perfect because you are literally in 1 to 2, lines. You're saying, I'm organized. I know how to clean up after myself. I also know how to ditch my baby weight, and I have free workouts for you. And then you point down to your bio and you're like, just check it out here. And then they're gonna want to scroll down. You know what I mean? Like those 2 lines will probably make people want to actually scroll down, because the first thing that people are going to see when they click on an IG profile is your bio. And that's the first thing I always look at. I'm always like, okay, what do they do? What is their little thing that they have here? Do I want to scroll down and see their photos? Usually that's the determining factor. And that's why we emphasize like having a good bio and like telling people how you can help and how you've overcome this or struggle with that, just in like 1 to 2 to 3 lines, will really, I think, set the stage for your entire profile. So I just wanted to say that I really like that. Okay, first of all, happy birthday to Kason. He's so cute. Your pictures, I love. I mean, Corey, you have such a knack for visual aesthetics, I guess is the word. I love your preset. It's very warm and cozy. And again, it makes me feel warm and cozy and peaceful. Like that's your whole vibe, I feel like. So I really love that. I love the little teal highlights, or like whatever you call it. Like you have like teal and blues and oranges in every single photo, which I think really makes your whole entire profile just really coherent and cohesive. I can already, like, just by scrolling through your pictures, I can tell that you get results. I know that you're a mom. I know that you're married. I know that you like to go outdoors. I know that you're active and you're fit and you got some killer abs. Like, I would want to join you. I would want to reach out to you as my coach. I really would. I would ask you immediately where you got this sports bra if I were just coming to your page. So I think those types of things are really important because you want people to want to reach out to you. I would want to reach out to you and be like, oh my gosh, where did you get your son's birthday cake made? Or where did you get this sports bra? Because it's so freaking cute. Or where did you get this cute little blanket that your son is sitting on? Because I've been looking for one for my kid. There's so many things that people could come to your page and ask you about. One thing that I don't quite see in your top 9, maybe I'm missing it, is like any organizational stuff, because it's in your bio. And your first 9, I don't really see. I see a lot of team stuff, transformations, and your son, but I don't see any like organization stuff. So I would maybe just keep in mind to have in your top 9 some sort of picture of organization or some sort of tip, because I think that's important to match your bio. But other than that, you're getting really good engagement. I mean, 145 likes, I think is really super, super awesome. This is probably about your son. Yeah. Okay. Birthing. Okay. Love that. About you. Lets people in. And then there's just a picture. Okay. And then a free workout. I love the free workout. Free value. This is huge. If you are wanting to really build trust with your audience, free value. Okay, that is a huge thing. I love that. I love that. I'm assuming this is just talking about your transformation. Okay, your bar transformation, perfect. I mean, honestly, I think it looks great. I really don't have much else to say besides if you're going to say, you know, the clutter weekly organization tips, maybe it's in your link tree. You can unmute yourself if I'm missing something too.
It's not in the top 9, but it's that picture of Kason in the crib. I did a IGTV on how I do his clothes, organize his clothes.
Okay, I got you.
But it isn't in the top 9. That was on my to-do list for today. But
okay. No, I think that's fine. I think it's just something, you know, to think about too. I love all the free stuff, free meal plan, free workout samples, but also what do I do? And you should join my team and we should get fit together. I love that. Okay. I don't know how to get out of here.
have you used Fiverr?
For like graphic design? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, at retreat, I was talking to Nicolette, and she suggested to do like a top 5 organization tips and to just like pay somebody on Fiverr. But I don't really know how to like pick somebody, so I didn't know if anybody had used it before.
Okay. I have not. I've used it like once with trying to get a graphic design, and I was very unimpressed. So I just never used it again. But I probably just talked to the wrong person. So I don't have any good advice for that.
How would you do it on your own if you didn't do it in Fiverr, just through Canva?
Yeah, probably. I would just probably create something myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Love your stories too. I like that there's more than, there's a lot of different slides on the top. It shows that you're really into your story. Okay, that's really awesome.
Go with what, and I know it can be interchangeable if it needs.
So you talk a lot of probably about more organization stuff in your stories too, right?
Yeah, I did that. I did today about Kason's clothes again.
Okay, so I love that. Okay, I hope that was helpful. I think it looks great. I really do. Yeah. All right, next. Do you want to take one, Javen? Cherie or who else is on here? Candace, Juliet.
Yes. Let's see. Okay. Cherie's next then. That's the one that pulled up. Okay. All right. Looking at Cherie's. Just scrolling through. I love how I see an IGTV right here too. It looks very bright. You're showing transformations besides just your own. That must be a recipe. It looks warm and cozy and bright. So I'm getting like the same vibe too. Warm, bright, it's inviting. I didn't pay attention to when, okay, that was 3 days ago. So it looks like you're posting pretty much every day, which is good. Okay, talking about fear. I like that. You're going straight at probably an excuse that you got, and you're using some hashtags too. So that's a good post there too. And this was probably about community, self-worth. Okay, that's good. So like your like write-ups and everything are looking like in your post look great. There, your highlights are, uniform and look very clean and professional there too. I provide busy. Okay, that's what you provide. Busy women tools with their nutrition and fitness, all from home. Okay. I might even go a little deeper in there. Yes, you mentioned busy women, but are you talking just about the business? Because it doesn't look like you help people. Does that make sense? Like with that sentence, it just sounds like I want to help people run a business. And if that's what you're wanting and shooting for, that's great. But somehow also throw in there what you do with nutrition and fitness. Like, I provide busy women tools on how to achieve or how to lose the last, whatever it is that you want to say, and then also build a successful business from home. But also throwing in, does that make sense? Like throwing in what you do with the nutrition and fitness as well.
You don't think that would be sending too many different messages? Like, I do this and I do this and I do this?
I don't think so. Let me pull up mine, because I think I kind of do, but I can't even remember what mine says verbatim. Okay, mine says teacher building a biz, your personal fitness motivator. So I want to motivate and inspire you in my fitness, empowering women to love themselves through fitness and community. So I don't even really hardly mention a business besides that. Yes, I am also a full-time teacher, and yes, I have a successful business as well. So, you don't have to mention both fully, but kind of just somehow tweak in there, the nutrition and fitness part. Maybe it's teacher achieving fitness results from home, inspiring others to do the same, or something like that. Just simple, throw it in there and make sure that people do know what you do.
Okay.
So I will say one thing about that. I think Javen has a good point, because our job is to grow a team, right? We're really focused on building a business. And Sherry, I know you're focused on finding business builders. That is your focus. And so I think that's why you probably went all there. And I think that's great. But I think people should know that there's an option not to have to work a business when they reach out to you. I think maybe it almost limits your audience just a little bit, because if they say, I have to, when I join, I have to work a business, I'm not really about that, they might just bypass it. So maybe just, talking about how they can make it a business too, and not make it sound like that's the only option. You know what I mean? Maybe that helps. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Look at your stories. Oh, your cat. Okay, I'm obsessed. All right, yep. I love your showing your devotion. Enter go-go juice. I love that value. Love that you're talking to the camera. That is great. Yes, great. I love you're in front of the camera talking about the business. Cute. Workout clip. Oh, yeah, your stories look great. You had invites in there. You were talking to the screen. It's looking good, Cherie. Hopefully that, let me look at your link tree real quick too. Free. Free booty. I love it. Cherie, I think it looks great.
I love it. I love all your pictures. Like, so, Cherie, I just want to say one thing. I always have something else to say. I'm sorry. But I just love how versatile your pictures have become, especially lately. I was going to tell you that. Like, your way, you show a little bit more of your personality in your pictures and like just more artistic, how you take them. It's like super cool and super chill. And I really love that. That's all I wanted to say. I just thought you're doing a great job. Okay.
Jenna, you're muted. Jenna, you're muted.
Here we go. Was I muted the whole time? I wasn't, was I? Okay. That's lame.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for telling me. Okay, Terry Ann. That's all I said. I said, let me find Terry Ann. Okay. Oh, hey. First of all, I love your first picture right here. That just grabbed my attention immediately. I was like, oh, I could totally vibe with this girl because she's like kind of crazy. And that's just like, that's kind of my vibe. So I love that, first of all. What's missing is your highlights. First of all, that's actually the second thing I noticed. Your highlights are missing, highlight covers, there's none there. So I would recommend working on that and putting some highlights together. Let's see. I love that. Yep. You're telling people how you can help them. Like that's kind of been our theme today. You know, we want to share that in our biography. So I think that's perfect. I love your color vibe. Did you recently get a preset? I feel like these 3 pictures have a preset on them. I guess these kind of do too. I love the bright colors. I really love the bright colors. Okay, so what is this about? I gotta look at you. Okay, so first of all, this was back in February, girlfriend. Where is your recent post? Seriously, this is February 28th. You'd be in big trouble. Let me see what you said though, because I really love it. Oh, you're so funny. So it's more of like an engagement post. Okay, I like that. That picture definitely caught my attention. First need to get somewhere. Da, 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 da. Okay, so awesome, like free value. Okay, I got it. I love your picture. It's very artistic. It's kind of just makes you want to click on it. So I love that. We'll click on your stories real quick.
Okay, so if you caught my stories yesterday,
Your hair looks gorgeous.
Like a lot of the people to, should I do the 12-week?
Asking your audience, I love that. Okay, cool. I like how you're active in your stories. I know you're active in your stories quite a bit. But I guess my top tips, get some highlights, post every single day, at least Monday through Friday every day. And yeah, talk about your journey. Show up a little bit more. That would be my tips. Okay. I'm not sure what you're saying in the chat. Let me stop sharing. Javen, can you do Juliet really fast? Juliet has a special request for her social media. And Sade, I haven't forgotten about you.
Okay. Juliet. All right, I'm just looking at your pictures real quick. All right, let's look at 7 hours. Okay, you must be on a trip, right? Are you on spring break? That's why you've not been working out this morning in the mornings.
Yeah, I do work out in the mornings, but I don't have my laptop and stuff. But yeah, I'm on spring break.
Okay, this looks like a little story. Being grateful. And with an invite. Love it. Transformation is amazing. Incredible. All right, I love the bullet points here. 1, yeah, so you got to schedule it. 2, self-care. I love those tips in that post. That's a great post. Using your hashtags. IGTV. Only thing is, like, that was a week ago, so you've like had 3 posts in a week, and 2 of them have come from your trip. So maybe posting a little more consistently. When you do post, like, your content looks great. As far as, what are you saying on the post? Your pictures are clear, they're bright. I see your kids, I see community, I see your family, transformation. Okay, same thing with your bio too. I don't know if you were on when I was talking about one of them, but I don't think you need to have mom in there, because like when I go through your page, Juliet, I see your mom. Like I see your kids, plenty, which is great. So maybe it doesn't need to be here. I took out educator until I put in teacher building a biz. I had taken out teacher a while ago. Just because, they're going to see that maybe in your stories and other places too. I don't think that is necessarily so important to put in there that you're an educator, unless you say, like, I'm an educator passionate about health and fitness, motivating you through a sisterhood of empowering women, something like that. Throwing in teacher. I don't think you need to take up a line here that says educator. You need a link tree, because this looks like it's going to take me to Google Forms, right? Yeah, so that would be my number 1 tip, is like you need a link tree that has, several different options. So something free, like a free workout sample, a crock pot recipe freebie, giving something away, and then also like, this is how you can join us. But here, let me give, and also like come back and actually do this for real with us. So that would be like first tactical tip. Let's get you a link tree. Okay, showing other people. That's amazing. Talking in your stories. This must have been after your workout. Getting in front of the screen. Yeah. That's huge. Oh, I love this. Having a poll. I'm winning. Asking for opinions. I'm sure you're getting a lot of engagement on your
that was
stories
good.
by asking for opinions. You're giving people information.
Oh gosh, this is where it gets ratchet.
Are hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh, Julia, you provide such entertainment. That's what I love about you. It's great. with these that you are just like talking in front of, like maybe putting like some text on there, because like right now when I'm clicking through them, like I don't have time to listen, but I could stop and like read. I could stop and read text quicker. You know, I could freeze it, read it, and then tap through. That's hilarious. No coronavirus here. Showing your family and your trip. Awesome. Okay, your stories look great, Juliet. Does that help, Juliet?
Yes.
Consistency in post. Continue showing up in your stories like you are, and get you a link tree for sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Juliet, can I say one more thing?
Okay.
I noticed your highlight covers should be updated, I think. Like they're great when you have highlight covers, but it doesn't speak like Juliet anymore. You know what? Like I feel like they're kind of old school. They need like a glimmer glam up. That would just be something else maybe to think about.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Sade. Last one, because that's all we have time for. I'm sorry, guys. And my computer's at 14%. Well, I don't know why. Okay. Let me find you. Sade. Such a beautiful name. Okay. Oh yeah, I should share my screen. Hold on. I'm a hot mess tonight. Okay. All right, here we are. Okay, so I like to go with like what I first feel when I go onto a profile. And the first thing I feel about your profile is I love Dave's Killer Bread. It's the first picture I saw. It's my favorite bread in the whole entire world. So I love that. I love that you have a bright picture of your face in your profile picture. I think that is just everything. You have to put a bright picture of yourself in your profile picture. So I think that's great. Okay, bio. Hey there, working out, food and sarcasm are my jams. My passion is helping other women get fit, healthy, and happy. I love that. Your personality is all over your bio. I love that you're just like talking to your friends. Like, hey there, hey, peace, hey, I'm working out, I love food, I'm sarcastic, and it's my jam, so take it or leave it. So I love that. One thing I might suggest, like if you want to just make your profile a little more cohesive, is putting some highlight covers on your highlights. If you like more of like that type of look, that's okay too, I think. But that might be a suggestion I would have for you. Okay, so let's quickly go down. You can already see that you're sharing your workouts. What is this all about? I'm gonna click on this. Okay, I like that soundtrack. Okay, I love that. Motivation. Okay. Yes. Family. Cute. It's your story. Okay. Always incorporating your story, you guys. This is so important to let people get to know you. Love, 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 love. Talking about how you started as a coach, working out. Awesome. I might have even put a little call to action on that one, because I feel like you shared your story, shared how you got started and what you're doing. I might have been like, if you're interested in, you know, finding your purpose and doing this too, then leave a comment below or something like that. But I love that. Your mom, oh, love this. Love that transformation photo. Family, working out, that gallon water jug. Sade, do you use a preset yet? So one thing I would say to maybe invest in, presets are like $5 on Etsy, and they just make your profile a little more cohesive.
Okay.
But other than that, I love your pictures. I love how you know, your personality is just everywhere. You're super fun. You're smiling. I love the transformations, your family. You have a dog. You post about your kids' food. I mean, I love that your personality shines. Like you exude confidence in your profile, and I think that's huge. But I would definitely do some highlight covers. I would start getting into maybe doing some IGTVs too, to get the IGTV going on your profile too, just so people can click on it and really hear you and hear your voice, and maybe you can get some tips in there and stuff like that. I'll take a peek at your stories real quick too.
So it is 5.
Heck yeah, 5:30 a.m.
This is pretty
pre-workout.
awake. I'm going to.
Time to fight. Let's go. Love that. I used to have the same baby monitor. Just music alone makes me want to watch that forever. So, heck yeah. Okay. I love that so much. I don't know. I just think you're doing a great job. I think preset. I think some highlight covers. Take a quick peek at your link tree. Okay. I would probably add to your link tree a little bit. So I love free workout samples. I love that you offer like some recipes for people to try. And I love that you have a link to becoming a coach and learning more about that. What I don't quite see here is like how like joining your boot camp application. Like, what if they don't want to become a coach? What if they don't want casserole? You know, what if they, you know, with Shakeology, if they see the word Shakeology, they could just go get it themselves. So I might change that wording a little bit. Okay, so this is what I might suggest on this one. If you post something like kind of like this into your page, I think it's great to give information. But if you use the word Shakeology and if you go take them straight to a Team Beachbody article, they're going to be able to purchase it themselves and never talk to you. They'll never reach out to you. They're going to see all the information. They're going to see exactly what it is. So what I might do is create a Google form. And if you talk about Shakeology a lot in your stories or on your profile, which I highly recommend anyways, then I would then just put a Google form in here. If Shakeology is your jam, put in there like, want to learn more about my superfood magical milkshake or something like that. Fill out this form and I'll send you some information. That way they have to fill out the form and then you have to reach out to them so that you are the one talking to them about it. They're just not reading it and going and by themselves. And then I would also add an application to join your boot camp or Fit Squad or whatever you want to call it. So they have an option not just for becoming a coach, but they have an option to actually join you and reach out to you and how you can actually help them with their health and fitness goals too. So I hope that helps on that.
Definitely does. Thank you.
Yeah, I love your TikToks. All right, you guys. Well, it is past 10, past 10 your time. Is there anything else, you guys? Any other questions that you just want to ask really fast? 5 minutes, 5 more minutes of your time. Anything I missed in the chat?
Are hashtags like still a thing to use in the post?
I don't think they're as important, but I don't think it's like killing a post. Like I wouldn't use popular ones, you know, but I just still don't think you need like 30. You know, I would put hashtags that are relevant to the post because Instagram can now tell like if those hashtags are like just the hashtags you use every single time. And that is like what's going to like put your post down is the last thing that I heard. But if you have 5 to 10 hashtags that are relevant and like is what you're talking about in the post, then they're not going to bury that post.
Yeah, I just
definitely use hashtags because I have not been, so that's why I was asking.
Yes, hashtags that are relevant to the post. Yes, is what you should do. 5 to 10. Don't stress about having 30. like the whole thing of like having 30 and just copy and pasting the same stuff. That's not a thing anymore.
Oh, I'm going to struggle with 5. Don't you worry.
I make up my hashtags on the fly.
Yeah, me too.
I have no idea what I'm going to post, but then I have a couple people that reach out to me like, hey, I searched this hashtag and your profile popped up and blah, 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 blah. So I do think they're important. I don't know which ones, honestly, I don't know. I don't pay attention to which ones work and which ones don't. So that's my bad, but I think they're still important. Anything else, you guys? I hope this was helpful. I hope you take a look, for those who didn't get audited tonight, I hope you could take a look at your own profile and take some of the tips that we gave to some babes on here. And just remember to be yourself. But also remember, like, what do you want your new friend and new follower to feel and to see when they click on your name? You know what I mean? Like, if you are expanding your network and you're following all these people and you want to get follows back and you want to gain more followers, the determining factor between them hitting that follow button is if they feel connected to your page. And if they feel like you're offering value, if they feel like they can relate to you in some certain way, if they like the color of your photo, if they like the vibe of your whole entire, thing, that's going to determine everything. So, how do you feel when you click on your name? Does it make you happy? Does it make you energized? Do you feel like you would follow you back? So those are the types of things that I would really ask yourself. If you're just getting started on social media, that just comes. I would encourage you to not overthink that. I would just encourage you to start posting and putting yourself out there as a new coach. And then eventually, start to, figure out what your vibe really is, because sometimes it's hard to know at first. When I first started as a coach, I had 100 followers and 2 pictures of my baby. That's all I had on my Instagram. I did nothing on social media. So if that makes you feel any better, that's where I started. So I just started to post every single day. I started to show up. I started to learn more about how I can increase my following. And that's just how it works. So, okay, let's take a really quick boomerang and then I'll let you guys go. My computer's about to die. All right, you guys, show your face.
Oh, beautiful Terrian. Gorgeous.
Oh, you guys are awesome. Okay, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect. We so appreciate you being on the call tonight. Again, thank you for being on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday now, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard, 9 p.m. Eastern. And we'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.